we will go for the last topic of geometry, that is trigonometry. Now last year you were having this particular topic, at least the basic. Now I'll just write down this. It is what I have drawn as a right angled triangle, and the angle here I mentioned it as theta, where I have named the triangle as ABC. As you know that there are 6 trigonometric functions. One is called as sine of theta. The second one we know as cos of theta. And the third one we write this as tan of theta. Purposely I have written them on the left side. Now the basic formulae, I am sure that you must be knowing this. Sine theta is going to be opposite side upon hypotenuse. Then cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse, and tan theta is going to be opposite side upon adjacent side. These are the basic formulae: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. Now I will write cosec theta here. Cosec theta is a reciprocal of this, so we have to write the formula here: hypotenuse upon opposite side. Now the next one, sec theta, we are going to get this as hypotenuse upon adjacent side. Now we have everything related with the right angle triangle notation. Cot of theta is going to be, it is adjacent side upon opposite side. Adjacent side upon opposite side. I hope you are knowing this formula. Trigonometry, you are having 6 formulae now. Basic: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. Now if you see the formula, which the way I have written sine, in front of that I have written cosec, and if you see the formula here, it is exactly reversed. So we can write one more group here. Sine theta is nothing but 1 upon cosec theta, or cosec theta we can write this as 1 upon sine of theta. Correct? Now similar thing we can do it for the other. I am not writing this. Cos theta is the reciprocal of sec, and sec theta is the reciprocal of cos. Similarly, tan is a reciprocal of cot, so tan theta is 1 upon cot theta, and cot theta is going to be 1 upon tan theta. It is to be done whenever you are writing or whenever you are solving the sums. Maximum sums if you solve, then this thing will become more clear. Now there are certain formulae which I am going to use for some proofs, and these are nothing but sine of theta whole thing divided by cos of theta, then we write the answer here as tan of theta, and cos of theta upon sine of theta, the answer of that is going to be cot of theta. Sine upon cos is tan and cos upon sine is cot. I think this particular thing are basically you must have done in your 9th. But now comes to the identities here. Now this is more important. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Then 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and the last one is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Again I repeat, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, then 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Basically, you will be solving majority of the questions based on this. Majority of the questions you are going to solve on this. There are two methods which we will do it unless specified. Suppose the question is asked to you that some ratio is given to you, find the remaining trigonometric functions of a particular angle, then I will advise to go for a triangle method. But suppose they ask you that you have to find out the remaining values by using a formula or by using identities. So I am going to do that also. Let us take one particular sum which is based on this. I hope this particular formula are clear. Later on, while solving few sums, if you require some other support, like some other combinations, then I will explain you. Otherwise, this thing is more than enough. Suppose I am writing something about sine of theta is equal to 7 upon 25 and you are asked to find out remaining trigonometric functions. Now tell me, you are having in all 6 trigonometric functions like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of that you have been given this. So you have to find out the remaining 3. Now how to go about that? It will work something like a triangle. Now that triangle is going to be something like this. This triangle is going to be right angle triangle, which will be named as ABC. Now we have to write theta here. Correct? Now, first of all, what you should do is you should draw this rough diagram, which will give you clear-cut idea. Now, sine of theta is equal to, I will write a formula first. Sine of theta, the formula which I know is opposite side upon hypotenuse. Is it right? So what will be the value that I can write here in front of this? Sine theta is opposite side, that is AB, upon hypotenuse is nothing but the side opposite to 90 degrees, that is AC. Correct? And therefore, whatever the answer you have been given, sine theta you have been given 7 upon 25. So AB upon AC is given to you as 7 upon 25. Correct? Now this is a ratio. Now as you are knowing that you come across the values like this, let AB is equal to 7K and AC is equal to 25K. The values are clear from this. I will write it here. Now as you know that if suppose I give that two people are having their ages in the ratio 7:13, then we assume ages as 7x and 13x. Now here what happens? AB is coming as 7k. I am considering k as a common non-zero multiple where we have to write k is not equal to 0. So what I will do, I will write 7k here and 25k over here. Now what I have to do, which I am not writing here, you have to solve this further. You have to use Pythagoras theorem to find BC. Is it BC is 24k will get. Now when you calculate something and you are putting that value in the diagram, it is to be written in the box, that is 24k. And after that you have to start writing something related with remaining trigonometric function. Now cos of theta. What is the formula for cos theta according to you? Cos theta is going to be adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Now adjacent side here it is going to be BC and hypotenuse is nothing but AC. So BC is 24k and AC is going to be 25k. So your answer of cos theta is 24 upon 25. And similarly we can go ahead with the next. Is it clear to you? This is what I call it as triangle method. Suppose you have been given any complicated ratio, which is not, suppose they have given sec theta. Then you can frame a triangle like this. You can substitute the values according to the formula list by considering k. This is what we call it as by using triangle method. I will solve the same sum now by using identities. Identities means this part. So basically you should be very thorough with the formula list if you want to do this problem surely by using formula method or using identities. Let us try the same sum by using identities now. See, we will try to solve the same sum. Sine of theta is equal to 7 upon 25 by using identities. That means we are supposed to make use of certain formulae, whatever you are knowing. Now sine theta is given to you and that's why we are going to make use of this formula. So I am writing this as sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now what I will do here, I will substitute the value of sine of theta as 7 upon 25 bracket square plus cos square theta, that is equal to 1. So answer of this will be 49 upon 625 plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Therefore cos square theta is 1 minus 49 upon 625. Therefore we can write cos square theta is going to be 625 minus 49 upon 625. So we can write down this further as cos square theta is 625 minus 49 is going to be 576 upon 625, and here of course we have to write by taking positive square roots, by taking positive square roots of both sides. By taking positive square roots of both sides, we will get cos theta is equal to 24 upon 25. Now what I will do, I will put the box for this, because when they ask find out remaining trigonometric functions, then sin theta is the first one, then we are having cos of theta, then we have to use the formula now. See this, tan theta, we have to write the formula like this. Tan of theta is going to be sine of theta divided by cos of theta. So value of sine theta is 7 upon 25 and cos of theta is 24 upon 25. The answer of this will be 7 upon 24. That is the value of tan of theta. Highlight this, because the examiner is about to check these values. So if you are asked the question, find the trigonometric ratios, remaining trigonometric ratios, then we should get 5 answers. Now tell me the next one. Now cosec theta, I have written here, cosec theta, the formula is 1 upon sine. So I need to write the formula like this, cosec theta is equal to, it is 1 upon sine of theta. Then I can write 1 upon, here I can write 7 upon 25. Then we can write the answer 25 upon 7. So this is the value that we are going to write, cosec theta is equal to 25 upon 7. And so on. Sec theta we have to write as what? Sec theta is going to be 1 upon cos of theta. So we need to take a reciprocal of that. So answer is 25 upon 24. So that is the part which you can easily complete. But there are two methods of solving the sum. One is by using triangle method. That is what we have seen. That is very much easier and straightforward. And the second one, if they specify that we are supposed to solve this sum by using identities, then you don't have a choice of that method. You have to go for identities. See, if you practice the sums which are given in the textbook, that is more than enough. But I have just given you the idea how to go about this. Is it clear? Let us solve few more sums on this topic, that is related with your exercise 6.1. Now see one more sum there. Cot of theta value is given as 40 upon 9. We have to find out remaining trigonometric functions by using, I'll take one more sum of this only. It is called as identities. Now there is one more formula here, cot theta related formula in identities. What it is? It is 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta or not. So I can write 1 plus, this is 40 upon 9 bracket square is equal to cosec square theta. Then this is 1 plus, this is 1600 upon 81, that is equal to cosec square theta. Therefore, we can write cosec square theta, the answer of this product, this addition is 1681 upon 81. Now we have to write one line which I have discussed in the original sum. I am not writing it here, but when you take a square root, we normally write positive, negative. Here we specify by taking positive square roots of both sides. So there is no question of writing a negative sign there. It is cosec theta comes to be 41 upon 9. So that is the value of first trigonometric function we are getting. Correct? Now I am going for sine here. Sine of theta is written as 1 upon cosec theta. That means it is sine is a reciprocal of cosec. So it is 1 upon 41 upon 9. That is coming as 9 upon 41. That is the value of sine of theta. Is that right? Now we have to go ahead with the next formula. That formula we can generate. Now cot theta, there is a formula. That formula we should write here. Cos theta upon sine of theta, that answer is going to be cot of theta. So what is the value of cos theta here? Cos theta is nothing but cot of theta multiplied by sine of theta. That is what we have to write. There is no need to by heart this formula. You by heart this one. Cos upon sine is cot. Therefore, cos theta answer is going to be sine theta is to be taken on that side. And you know both the answers here. The answer of cot of theta we have got as they have given it. So we have to write 40 upon 9. Correct? And we are supposed to write down the value of sine of theta, what we have got here, that is 9 upon 41. So therefore the value of cos of theta is going to be 40 upon 41. So this is the general method in which we have to go ahead. Now we have got the answer of cosec, sine and cos. We have to keep in mind, these are the 5 answers we require because 5 are remaining ratios. Out of that we have got the value of cosec, we have got the value of sine, we have got the value of cos. Now we have to find the value of sec theta which is related with cos. So it is 1 upon cos of theta. So we can write 1 upon cos of theta is going to be 40 upon 41. and therefore sec of theta is considered to be written as 41 upon 40. We have to fix up this one. This is the value of sec. And one more thing that we missed out here, actually there is nothing that you should go in a specific order. Now we have to write the value of tan of theta. Tan of theta is nothing but, we have to write here sin theta upon cos of theta. Then we can write, what is the value of sin of theta? We have written there, sin theta is 9 upon 41. So we can write 9 upon 41 here. Then cos of theta. What is the value of cos of theta from this? What you have got? 40 upon 41. So this will get cancelled and you are going to get this part as 9 upon 40. That is the value of tan of theta. This is how, whenever the question asks to you that find out the trigonometric functions of remaining angles, we have to end up here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes are supposed to be there. If they ask you a question, find remaining trigonometric functions, then you have to go ahead like this. This kind of one question will be definitely asked now in the exam. I hope this is clear to you. We need to have more practice on these sums, and that's why we will try one more sum of this kind. Okay? See, this is one more sum, slightly different than the earlier one. They have given one of the direct functions there, either sine, cos, tan. Here it is something different. It is equation sort of thing given to you. So basically, if you want to try out something, then both the ratios you cannot take it here. So I am simplifying it in a different way. 5 sec theta, that is equal to, this is transferred on the other side, that becomes 12 cosec theta here. Now what is to be done? Basic ratios you have to write. Now sec theta is nothing but 1 upon cos of theta. And 12 and cosec theta is 1 upon sine of theta. This is the way we have to solve further. Now get in one group now. Trigonometric function sine theta is shifted on the left in the numerator. So sine of theta upon cos of theta, that is equal to 12 upon 5. But you know sine upon cos is nothing but tan of theta. That is going to become 12 upon 5, and this is a place where you start using trigonometric identities. Now there is one identity which is related with tangent ratio, that is 1 plus tan square theta, that is sec square theta. Then we can write 1 plus, now this is nothing but 12 upon 5 bracket square is nothing but sec square theta. Now I can simplify further. I think you are comfortable with this calculation. 1 plus, what is the answer you will get? 144 upon 25. Then you will cross multiply this. That is going to become 25 plus 144, whole thing divided by 25. That is going to become sec square theta. This becomes, so we have to write sec square theta is going to be 169 upon 25. Therefore, here we have to write down that statement which is more important. What is that? Taking positive square roots of both sides. It is sec of theta is 13 upon 5. The first box is coming here. See, find remaining trigonometric ratios of angle. So basically what they ask you, actually the question should not be like this. Find all trigonometric functions of the angle. So basically we have got the value of tan, We have got the value of sec theta. Now I can write cos theta is 1 upon sec of theta. Therefore, it is 1 upon 13 upon 5. So cos of theta is going to be 5 upon 13. So I need to put the box for this. We have got 3. Now 3 more are left. So what is to be done? We have to go for sine now. You know the formula. Sine theta upon cos of theta is equal to tan of theta. So we can write sine of theta is tan of theta multiplied by cos of theta. You know this. Tan of theta you have got as 12 upon 5. So I can write this as 12 upon 5. Cos of theta we have just got the value, that is 5 upon 13. So therefore sine of theta is 12 upon 13. Because 5 gets cancelled, this is the value of sine. What next? Sine, cos, tan. Now we have to go for cosec. Cosec theta is going to be 1 upon, it is a reciprocal of sine. So 1 upon sine of theta, that is 1 upon 12 upon 13. Therefore, we can write cosec theta is 13 upon 12. This is the value that we are going to have for cosec. Cot value you can easily calculate now. Now I am not showing that. Cot theta is definitely reciprocal of this. So cot theta is 1 upon tan theta. That is 1 upon 12 by 5. That is what we are going to get it as 5 by 12. This is the overall thing what I wanted to explain you. This is the first exercise, first half. One question is surely asked on that. So you cannot skip this. But remember one thing, you don't have a choice, because normally they ask you a question like some content will be given to you and you will be given find the other trigonometric functions by using trigonometric identities. Then you have to go according to this whatever method I have shown you. Otherwise, that earlier method, whatever I have discussed in the beginning of this class, that is triangle method, taking the ratios, taking the sides in terms of k, that is also equally applicable. That is much more easier. Sometimes what happens, if you use the if you use the wrong formula somewhere, then you missed out something and then answers will go wrong. So triangle method is the basic one that we can definitely apply if they have not specified any particular method. Let us take one more sum which is also important from exam point of view. Okay, let us take one more sum now. Now tan of theta is 1, find the value of this. So this is not the earlier question, means you are not supposed to find out all trigonometric function, but be specific. In this particular question, tan of theta is 1. Last year you had some trigonometric tables. Now tan of theta, this value, can I write it is tan of 45 degrees? Because tan 45 is 1. So we are not in a position to cancel this. This is the wrong method what many students are doing. Tan of theta is equal to tan of 45. So theta is compared. So therefore theta comes to be 45 degrees. Now once you know that one angle we have got, now this angle we have to substitute directly there. So what it means? It is going to be sine of 45 degrees plus cos of 45 degrees upon cosec of 45 degrees and sec of 45 degrees. These values you are knowing. So what you have to write? Sine 45. Sine 45 is 1 upon root 2 plus cos of 45 is again 1 upon root 2. These are the standard values which you are supposed to know. Now sine 45 and cosec 45 are reciprocals of each other, and that's why this answer is root 2, and this also it is going to be root 2. Now problem is with this calculation format. Again I am telling you, this is a numerator, but these fractions have the same denominator, therefore numerators can be added as 1 plus 1, that is 2 upon root 2. And root 2 plus root 2 is 2 root 2. Now this is the answer what we are getting. Remember, in the exam you are supposed to write the answer directly. I am just explaining what it is. It is 2 upon root 2. That means you can write down this part as root 2 multiplied by root 2. So this will get cancelled and you are going to get the answer root 2. Correct? So now you tell me this answer according to my explanation, can you write down this as root 2 upon 2 root 2? So now what will get cancelled is that root 2 will get cancelled and you will get the answer of the expression as 1 by 2, where we are supposed to highlight. This is an easier question. It looks difficult in the beginning, but providing you, if you know the values, standard values, that is 30 degrees, 45 degrees and 60 degrees. I am just listing it for your reference. Sine, cos and tan. Sine of 30 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 upon root 2, sine 60 is root 3 upon 2. Cos 30 is root 3 upon 2, cos of 45 is 1 upon root 2 and cos of 60 is 1 by 2. Now you know the value of tan. Tan is nothing but what? Sine upon cos. So whatever the answer you have given here, we have to divide it. So 1 upon 2, whole thing divided by root 3 upon 2, the answer is 1 upon root 3. Then 1 by root 2 upon 1 by root 2, cancel hota hai, answer is 1. That is why we have taken this group, tan of 45 degrees 1, that is how we have connected, and this value is going to be root 3. So if you know the basic 30, 45, 60 degrees sine, cos, tan, then these kind of sums you can easily manage. This is actually that you were having this part last year, but actually this content is definitely required for solving such sums on trigonometry. I think there are two basic formats. In that exercise 6.1, initially they have given sums like this. Till this particular sum, find the trigonometric functions. And based on these formulas, second half is the proof. Now what I am saying, why this particular exercise is more important, because you need to have one sum of this type and one sum of proof. 100% it is going to be there in question number 2, 3 and 4. Either in question number 2 or 3 or 4. Is it clear to you? So what we'll do is, we will take the remaining part of proofs on trigonometric identities and functions in the next session of trigonometry. Okay?